Loves his gunpla underneath the summer sun. Building with Yoshi, it's a hobby full of fun. Colors fly together, robots rising tall and grand. With each new creation, they explore an endless land. Gundam shining bright as chats keep rolling strong. Taco shares his wisdom with the friendly sing-along. Build your dreams, piece by piece. Join the fun, never cease. Taco and Yoshi, guiding through. Gunpla joy for me and you. Yoshi's got the paints, making art that truly close. Spinning tales of battles where the universe grows. Piece by little piece, teaching everything they know. Questions get answered, happiness is set to go. The camera's flashing bright, capturing each moment's grace. Building dreams in plastic, smiles on every face. Build your dreams, piece by piece. Join the fun, never cease. Taco and Yoshi, guiding through. Gunpla joy for me and you. Come and join the live stream, where building's never routine. Taco's got the rhythm, Yoshi's got the beat. We'll learn together, where passion and skill meet. Build your dreams, piece by piece. Join the fun, never cease. Taco and Yoshi, guiding through. Gunpla joy for me and you.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Building a Model and Relaxing. I'm Taco. It's great to have you as we continue on with the Master Grade Sazabi Verka. Here's the head. I took the head off because I'm going to be trying something a little bit later today. There's a little bit of a gap. I think I'm going to try and use our putty that was in here. I'm trying to rejuvenate it by putting some more cement in there. Hopefully it'll kind of loosen everything up and make it more of a paste again so that we can I could try and fill that a little bit. So it'd be good to I'm not a big fan of that little gap there. So it's gonna be a little bit hard to sand, but ultimately it will look good. Yeah, because it doesn't go down at all. I'm not a big fan of how the head looks. I don't like the second tone, the mauve tone of this. Hey, John, great to have you. Well, let's finish off these shoulders. So it's asking for B2.5 and B1.5. This little rockets here. We have a bunch of those. So there's that one. Picked up a bunch of things for the next build. Well, hopefully next build. It all is based off of shipping and things like that, but it's gonna be a while. I think this is still gonna take another good week or two, because with our new sanding method, it has really slowed down production, but it also has raised the quality. And that's one thing I really like to show is the improvement in quality of things. All right. Now we need P15 and P20. So here. There's 20, or if that's 15, never mind. There's 15. And these are the first that we cut. P20. There we go. There's that. And then we just need it from the other one. Sorry, I'm sure I'm not cutting. Wow, I got a bad shadow today. I don't know why the shadow changes each time I'm in here. You know, we're going to cut P22 out as well, just so that we finish this riser for all the steps. Oh, and I didn't even cut out the last part of the brackets for this one. So, John, I hope you're doing well. And let's see. So I've been trying to learn different sanding techniques to find what works best for me and looks the best. And I keep going between the razor and the various sanding using the either 6 or 3 sandpaper sponge method, and then buffing it afterwards. We kind of going between those two. All right. And then we just need cut. Well, never mind. Well, I guess cut off A13 is this one. Surprising long piece. Be careful when you cut A13 because it is really, really long. And you would think it is part of the riser almost. So we got that. And the same on this one. It's a little, almost seems fragile a little bit. Not too much, but just a little. Not the biggest fan of that. And we still need H, which is these. 6 for this. There's 6. Sometimes I wonder how they number these things on here. There's that. Surprised how many pieces there actually are still left. We might just get through the shoulders today. I don't know. It'd be scary having done this. This is H. They're both H, but it looks like you only need 1 of each. So it looks like, what is it? Oh, it needs 7 from each. Never mind. Is that. And the last piece to cut out for now is this one. I do want to apologize for the last stream where things were kind of chaotic, or the last couple streams have been chaotic. So I want to apologize for that. That is never my purpose, just how it's been kind of lately. So we're going to cut these out first and sand them because I want to chrome the little bit that I still got chrome on this that the nub was at. That was a smooth cut. What's that? You almost don't need the paint. Get that a little bit. Because it'll drive me nuts otherwise. But they turned out very nice from painting. This one is the only one that had a little bit left. There we go. Excellent. Going to break out one of our chrome markers. Not going to worry too much about size because we're just painting on the inside. This is our Zoist or Zoit liquid chrome markers. They put on a great chrome look. The drying takes a little bit, but I just wanted to get it on and give it at least a little bit of time. There we go. It really just pours out of it like perfectly, where you can't even really notice where it hasn't been painted or where you paint from one stop to the other. A couple spots here. It's hard to tell what you miss on it because it's so reflective. So it's kind of cool that way. Anyways, we got that done. And so now we get to the fun part of lots of cutting and sanding. So move all of these to the side, and that he's kind of in the way. So move him to the side. There we go. Bring these down to start cutting. So it's lots of rounded areas. So for those, we're going to sand using the sanding sponge. And it's not such a big, no, actually, there's a lot of flat areas that these are on. Either way, we'll use the sanding sponges. We're not so much worried about it looking crazy good on some of these parts because they're going to be very much hidden. So we take our 400 grit going in one direction. Just trying to get it as flat as possible, or as smooth as possible. Same here. But this time we're rolling with it and getting that to be very smooth. There we go. Pretty good. Get this side. Get it nice and smooth as possible. Just so it looks all right. Good there. That one's good. Yeah, so we still got to. Come on. There we go. All right, this is smooth. Nope, not smooth. It's hard to tell which side I had smoothed down already. Just trying to be as efficient as possible. I want to welcome all those that are watching on Twitch and on YouTube. There we go. Nice and smooth. Put that back over there. These we really won't see much of. We see more of the interior more than anything. So I'm not too worried about these. As long as you can kind of get rid of the excess plastic, it looks pretty good. There we go. Ooh, don't drop that one. And go a little bit more. Nice and good. A little bit there. Hey, BB. Have a good one. Thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Caught that before it flew too far. Some of these pieces are way too small. So I'm currently finishing in my private project. I'm finishing. Oh, a couple people are here. Welcome. Uh, the Red Frame Astray Kai. It's a pretty popular one that people like to do. It's kind of got the ninja. It's got the like katanas, and it's got a little bit more of a different look to it. That a lot of people build that one, and I don't know. It's an earlier build. I think it's like a 2014, 2016 build. I don't know. But I don't know what to think of it. It's an odd duck. And finding the joints to not be the best. Not a big fan of the hands. Actually, no, I don't like the hands of the Sazabi because they keep falling out of the sockets, which is very irritating. Extremely, extremely irritating. Let's quickly do that. But so far, so good on the Sazabi. It's a fun build. It was definitely a build that I could have done quickly and gotten it done. Or it's one that you can really take your time, enjoy the build, make it look really nice with only a few little things, and it takes a lot longer. But I think it benefits. It's one of the ones that most benefits that extra time, in my opinion. All right, snip that. That. That's a pretty flush. And we gotta snip these, which that's actually rather flush. Kind of nice. Same there. Wow. Don't have to worry about that one. All right, let's get to this one. It's not bad, actually. A lot of these aren't going to be seen either, so it's kind of like, it's an area we can kind of skip fully sanding. I don't know. And see, that's where the impatience in me comes. Is areas that are like, yeah, you could sand, you could not sand. Right now, I tend to lean towards not sanding. It hasn't caused any issues, and really hasn't caused too much quality issues. But it's like one of these days, I'm gonna have to learn. Otherwise, that will have to sand. Yeah, just getting that little stress mark. So we'll have to sand that piece. get this one cut too. Like, why couldn't they move the gate over to here and undergate it or something? No, they got put smack dab in the middle of the red. Not only just any red, it's a glossy red. That irritates me. Okay, and this side. Those will have to be. It looks like there's something on here I'm supposed to cut. But it doesn't necessarily say what. That's really weird. All right. So let's sand these. We'll get the one side done, and then we'll do, once we get this all installed, we'll put the other one in, and we'll put them both on the, hey, right up. Hope you're doing well. Can't stick around, but I'll keep your stream up. Awesome to hear. Oh, and can we share a laugh at the Astros losing? Yes, we can, but I'm mourning the loss of the Brewers losing, so it kind of, I can't laugh too much. That's the unfortunate part. We're going in one direction, standing one way. We'll get with the next grit. So right now I'm using the 400 grit. Really get the most of it off. This is one of the grits I end up staying on probably too long, but there we go. Then we'll, the Brewers better win today. They're a team that should go to the World Series this year. This is their year. If they're going to do it anytime soon, this is going to be the year they do it. But I don't have much faith at the moment. They keep putting a reliever that I absolutely do not like because he tends to give up home runs every time he's is in the game. Yet they keep putting him in the game. Piamps. That's right, Piamps. If you somehow manage to watch this stream, you suck. You're still far better than me, but you suck. Come on. Really trying to get this a little bit here. Come on. Well, let's see if the next. I got rid of most of it. All right. So the next grit, we're going to go over real briefly. Really try and get the last of that, and it seems to be doing well. This, we're really just kind of going over it a couple times. Get to our 1,000 grit. Same thing. Really just getting that like so. There we go. Our 1,500 grit. Starting to really polish it. Same this side. There we go. Our last grit of paper, 2,000. or sponge. This isn't paper. This is sanding sponge. But this, in my opinion, provides the most smooth look. My only worry with it is, we'll see here with this one, is does it take away too much of the paint? Now we're taking in a buffer. We're buffing it. We'll really see if we can get back to that same color. And actually, it does a great job of getting back to that color. I mean, it's a slight difference, but one you really can't tell. So this is probably your best method of if you want the most super clean parts possible. So there we go. This one, let's polish this one. That one was a little bit more noticeable, but still not bad. I'll take it. Now this is going to be the true test. This bright cherry red or dark red. It's a high gloss, and it's just it's not going to be fun. Right. Try this little piece here. Really trying to get this to look good, you know. And some of this probably won't even be seen, but still, it's getting in the habit of doing it. All right. This one, same thing. It's really hard to get the pressure on these thin pieces that are just little twigs out here. Okay, that. Now let's get this one. Come on. Could have probably taken my hobby knife against that for a little bit, but now it's almost done. Wow. So other than that, nothing too exciting. I ordered a couple kits for my personal project and some for the Perfect Braid Exia whenever that may arrive. But I've got gap fillers in case it arrives after the Sazabi is done, and we can do one of those then. But all goes according to schedule. The next one will be the Perfect Braid Sazabi. All right. Our next grit. Come on. It's a little sometimes hard. So these pieces, they don't make easy to hold down sometimes. Come on. And this one's briefly go over. All right. This one also briefly go over. And finally, this one. Trying to keep it level. A little hard to do sometimes. Come on. Come on. There. Let's bring in the next one. We don't want to get to where we're over sanding either. There's always going to be a little bit of a nub mark. At least I always believe there is. Well, that one is almost gone. But yeah, it's always going to be a little bit there. Just from the stress of everything, you're always going to have that little bit. The key is to minimize it so that you don't have to worry about it. Or not worry about, but that it isn't as obvious from afar. You know, people are going to notice things when they're straight up looking straight at it. But other than that, no, it's pretty good. All right. Briefly use this one because I feel this is grittier than the thousands grittier than the actual like 800. All right, that's done. It's gonna be real brief with this one. There we go. And there we go. Uh, Now we're getting to the buffing ones. In fact, before we get into the buffing, we're going to take our little toothbrush head and get some of this dust off of the parts. It kind of lets us see what's all been sanded, what's not been sanded. Shows a little bit of streakiness in my sanding. I went a little high there, but it is what it is. And drop the piece. Okay. Let's get this one to pop, start to polish. All right. There we go. This one is still good. Just for some reason I can't get a good way to all right, and our last grit, our 2000, before we hit the sanding block or the polishing block. Tell you what, no matter what, it is making it very smooth. Definitely that. So you really get a lesson learned in sanding today. I don't know if I'll do this for the whole. I think I'm going to limit this method to certain pieces in certain locations, just because it takes so long. All right, get our balancer out. I mean, we're 40 minutes in, and I've got what, one side done, or side sanded and polished and everything. And that's down. Let's see. They kept most of the shine. Kept most of the color and most of the shine. So I can't complain with that. This. Pretty good. This side. What I think I'm going to do is I do this side with the sanding sponges, and then the other one I'm going to do with the razor. And we're just going to see which did the better job, and if there's a big difference in the appearance. Because what Gunprimer promotes is that you can use the razor and the balancer, and you're going to get the same look, if not better, than if you used all those sanding sponges. So we'll see. All right, so now time to put this together. These go on like so. Take the insides here, and they go in like so. You got that. And let's see. This goes. Hmm. Yeah, it's got to be that. Got that. So that goes like that. And we bring this down. Confused how this is supposed to be. Was there something I cut that I wasn't supposed to cut? I cut out the wrong piece for this. Yeah, I'm trying to put the wrong one on. This is the one that's supposed to go on. Always make sure you've got the right piece in your hand. So it says that should go up like that. Yep, that looks great. Looks right. Looks nice. Then this looks like so. Come on. There are. Come on. Work with me here. There we go. This one. This doesn't want to go down. Or is it in the right spot? Looks like it's in the right spot. We'll go with that. And this is followed by this piece. There we go. And so that's how that looks. Then this pulls up and those go down. Push that in, they go up. Or they go back in. Push it up, they go out. Neat little mechanic. And we'll show where those go in a moment. Now we got all these to cut. Hey, Brian, Brewers losing. How bad are they losing by? Or do I even want to know? I'm taking that sounds almost as I don't want to know. 3-1. That's not too bad. hour in the game, so what, maybe fourth inning, third inning, fourth inning, maybe fifth if the game's going fast. I really hope the Brewers don't get swept in the first round. It's happened way too many times. One of these years. Amazon. Chrome's still looking nice. So really, we only have to really sand these two down, because those are the only two that we'll really see. Don't be sorry, and you can watch this whenever you want. Sleep is important, good sir. All right. You haven't missed much. I mean, you're seeing the other side. If you want to go back and see the sponge method of how to sand, that's what I did for that side. Hence why it also took like 45 minutes. I hear noise in my house, so maybe the Brewers just did something or not. So on this side, we're going to do the razor and see the difference. All right. Okay. One last one to do. All right. I will say, like, if the Brewers do make it past the first round and their game is against one of my time slots, I will be moving that time around. Right now, we're just taking our razor and going over this. It doesn't seem to really want to work for me here. Might be a little bit clogged. I might have to clean it in a moment. Let's think my tape is over here. Yep. Let's clean this and see if that helps at all. And if one of the few people are watching want to give me the Brewer score, be glad to have it. There we go. Oh, still 3-1. Okay. Thank you, Brian. So my family must have been loud for some other reason. Wouldn't be the first time, wouldn't be the last time. Okay. Come on. There we go. And this one. Get back to this one. See if that clean it up if it helped a little bit. Come on. Doesn't help that these pieces are so flimsy. But we are only going in one direction. That's pretty good. Let's get these. That's pretty good. And this one. That was weird. Phone blipped for a second. But I'm still connected, so that's good. And we got plenty of people watching now, which is great to have you all. Hope you're doing well. All right. So we got those down. Now let's give it a polish and then we'll compare when we put it all together. We still have one more piece to do this too. Whew, downstairs getting beat up from this one. Jeez. Come on. And this side. So other than that, nothing much going on. I moved on to Gundam Seed Destiny. Really it was really a tale of two shows. Like they really had like a full 2 good seasons of Gundam Seed. And now you jump right into Destiny, which obviously you need Seed to watch first for it to really make sense. But they do a decent job of explaining everything. All right, so that piece is done. Now we got to sand this one down. And then that would be get them all attached. And we'll check to see if the putty has been rejuvenated to where I can use it for that gap in the head. Come on. Okay, let's go with that. That one went down nice. Only they could all go down like that. Come on. Problem is, this is a slight curve to this piece. And I think that gives the sanding sponge an advantage. It's going to get this one done pretty good. Yeah, see, that one's goes down pretty nicely. This one, on the other hand, does not want to go down. To the point where I'm going to switch to the sanding sponge. I know I said I wasn't going to use the sponges for this side, but I'm going to use it just on this one here, just to see if we can get this knocked down. See what we can do here. All right, come on. Yeah. Well, it looks like the sanding paper didn't do much better at getting that one down. It did a little bit better. But there's always going to be that little white mark on that one. But it definitely took it out better, I would say. All right, let's use our buffer that we use on both sides. All right. Now I hear yelling upstairs, so we're not yelling, but more noise. So it didn't sound like good noise though. So either a dog got into something or something happened to the doors, but I'm not going to worry about it. All right. Let's put it together and see. We'll compare the two. All right. This goes like so. And this goes like so. And then green. As that goes up. Come on. There we go. I was like, it's getting stuck somewhere. Oh, lovely. Lighting fires on people's properties. I'm not usually one to call, police on most matters, but that might be a hello, officer. we have a little bit of a issue of people committing arson on our property. Gotta love Airbnb, huh? All right. And if you pop that, it puts the rockets down again. Do that. Puts them back up, down, and up. All right. So let's compare the two. This side, you can definitely see that nub mark a little bit more, that nub mark a little bit more on that one. This one, you can see that one a little bit. So I'd say that's about the same. This is slightly better for that one, and this one, it's close to the same. Check the other side here. It's about the same. This one is definitely more pronounced than this one. Hey, Ninja Master, hope you're doing well. Kind of coming at the last moment, unfortunately, but that's all right. Glad to have you. Got to click these in. There we go. So then we put these on, and they go in. There's slots under here to put them in. Sorry. A little hard to see how to get this in. Or you want to try and get it in the proper way. Get it in nice and full. Got that one in. And get this one in. That could be bad. Is it bad? Did something break? Why is something moving? Hopefully everything's fine. It's all fine. Everything's fine. Okay. Everything is fine. Oof. Playing a D&D session. Excellent. All right. So the last thing we might do, I gotta see if it actually worked. We've got our handy dandy paste here. Take as much as is possible. Rejuvenate and mix. Did a little bit. It's got something to it. And we're going to try and get. I'm nuts for doing this, but I'm going to try and get. There was a gap in there. And so I'm trying to fill the gap with this goop. I just think I made things 100 times worse. We'll see. Yeah. This was a bad move. Very bad move. I mean, it did its job, I think. No, not really. Let's see what I can do to fix this. Come on. Come on. We're gonna have to sand it a little bit, but I'm trying to get as much off before it dries. Let's see here. All right, well, I'm gonna have to fix that in a dip tomorrow or something because it's kind of half too wet and kind of just causing issues more than helping at this moment. So technically, it did fill in that area. It's just I don't know what I was thinking doing that. That was probably the biggest dumb I've done in quite some time. All right. Well, on that note, I'm going to wish you all a great rest of the day. I'm going to try and catch some of the Brewer game. So have a good time, love one another, and take time for your hobby each day. Thank you very much, everyone.
Taco loves his Gunpla underneath the summer sun. Building with Yoshi, it's a hobby full of fun. Colors fly together, robots rising tall and grand. With each new creation, they explore an endless land. Gundam shining bright as chats keep rolling strong. Taco shares his wisdom with the friendly sing-along. Build your dreams, piece by piece. Join the fun, never cease. Taco and Yoshi, guiding through. Gunpla joy for me and you. Yoshi's got the paints, making art that truly glows. Spinning tales of battles where the universe grows. Piece by little piece, teaching everything they know. Questions get answered, happiness is set to go. The camera's flashing bright, capturing each moment's grace. Building dreams in plastic, smiles on every face. Build your dreams, piece by piece. Join the fun, never cease. Taco and Yoshi, guiding through. Gunpla joy for me and you. Come and join the live stream, where building's never routine. Taco's got the rhythm, Yoshi's got the beat. We'll learn together, where passion and skill meet. Build your dreams, piece by piece. Join the fun, never cease. Taco and Yoshi, guiding through.